Hello everybody and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to learn one of the most important concepts in database design, many-to-one relationships in Django model. You'll understand what they are, how Django implements them, and how the foreign key works, and we'll build a small library management system together to see it in action. By the end of this lesson, you will easily be able to model relationships like authors to books, categories to products, teachers to students, and many more. So let's get started. Let's understand how Django handles many-to-one relationships and why they are essential for real-world applications. A many-to-one relationship means that multiple objects from one model can be connected to a single object from another model. For example, one author can write many books. In Django, this is implemented using a foreign key. Let's take an example here. The blog post model has a foreign key pointing to author. This tells Django that each post belongs to one author, but an author can have many posts. The foreign key field creates the relationship. Now using the onDelete equal to models.cascade means that if the author is deleted, then all their related blog posts will also be deleted. Django also creates a reverse relation automatically. Now let's see how to query the related data. You can easily access relationships in Django ORM. Post.author gives the author of a post. Author.blogpost set.all gives all the posts for an author, and using select related method makes queries faster by joining the related tables. Now to understand this better, we'll build a small library management system with two models, author and book, connected with a many-to-one relationship. So let's head over to the CodeChef platform. So here I am on the CodeChef platform, and we have a worked out example here where we have a project called library project, and then we have an app called library here, and we have the corresponding models.py file, then the views.py file of the app. So here what we have open on the editor is the models.py file. Now let me just expand this. Now here, as you can see, we have two models or two objects defined over here. One class is called author and another class or model is called book. Now in author, we can see we have two fields. One is name, which is a character field with max length 100, and another one is birth date, which is a date field. Now these are for storing the details of the authors. Now we have another model called book. Now here book has four fields. One is title, which is a character field with max length 200, and here we see an author field which is set as a foreign key of the author model which we had over here. So this sets the foreign key relationship, and it establishes the many-to-one relationship between these two models. And it says here onDelete equal to models.cascade, which means that if an author is deleted, then all the related data which are related to that author will also be deleted. And then we have publication date, which is a date field, and the ISBN, which is a character field with max length 13. Now this foreign key right here is the thing that establishes the many-to-one relationship in this model. And also we can understand that this is a many-to-one relationship because we know that one author can have multiple books. So the same author can have records of multiple books, but one book can be written only by one author. So we can understand that many books can be written by one author. So that establishes the many-to-one relationship using this foreign key. Okay, now coming to the views.py file, we can see that here we have one view or function for the home page which renders the home.html. So we have all the HTML or the template files as well here. And then we have a function called book list where the objects are being created. So it checks if the author object does not exist, then it creates two authors here. Author 1 with this data, that name is George Orwell and the birth date is given here, and we have another author with name J.K. Rowling and the birth date as given here. So this is created using the create method, which we have already discussed while studying about models in Django. Similarly, we have also created 3 book objects, and you can see here the first book's title is 1984, and then the author of the book is author 1. So this refers to this author 1 here from this object that was created, and it has a publication date and ISBN. And similarly, we can see that the second book, whose title is Animal Farm, is also written by the first author, author 1. So that's why we see author 1 given here. So we can see that multiple books can be written by a single author. Okay, and then the third book is written by author number 2. Now here in this line we see books equal to book.objects.select related authors.all. Now what this does is it retrieves all the books from the database along with their related author data, and then we render them to the books.html template using the context dictionary books. Okay, and this home.html is a template for displaying the home page, and books.html is the one for displaying the details of the books. You can check them out. Let me run this code and show you how it works. So as I press the run button, the project has started, the server has started, and the migrations are all applied. And then we see welcome to the library. This is the home page and it says view all books, and if I click on it, you can see that based on the template these things are displayed. All books and 1984 by George Orwell, and this is the publication date and the ISBN of the book, and Animal Farm also by George Orwell and the related details, and Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone by J.K. Rowling, and this is the details of that. So we can see that we are able to establish this many-to-one relationship with the help of the ForeignKey in Django models. So this confirms our many-to-one relationship is working correctly.
And that's how Django handles many-to-one relationships using ForeignKey. This is one of the most important concepts you will use throughout any real applications, from e-commerce products and categories to blog posts and authors to students and teachers. Now in the next lesson, we will continue exploring Django model relationships and build even more complex systems. Until then, keep practicing and make sure you solve the practice problem that is available on CodeChef for this lesson. I will see you in the next one.